My experience at the Women's Retreat last year was really powerful. I was coming out of a season of anger. I'd been praying. I'd been praying for healing for my daughter for 10 years. And he wasn't healing her. So I was very angry and disappointed and sad. And so about a little less than a year before the retreat, I was at a business retreat and woke up in the middle of the night with this song in my head, Rattle. And I felt like that was the Lord just giving me that song that night, and it didn't really come into play at all in my life over the next year. And we get to the retreat last year, and I was able to process a lot of my anger and disappointment and sadness with the Lord. I was able to work through that with my new friends and journaling time and just being out here and feeling loved and seen and known by the Father. And so the music that weekend was very kind of meditational and slower paced, and it was beautiful. And the very last song that came on right before we left for the whole weekend was that song, Rattle. And it was so unlike any of the songs we'd listened to the rest of the weekend. It's about waking up. And that song started playing like the first few notes, and I hit the ground on my knees. I just started weeping. I felt so seen by the Lord, and I felt like it was Him just telling me, it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. It's time to let go of the anger and let go of the sadness, and we've got some work to do. And so it was like a wind just blew me over that day, and it changed the way I went back into the world completely, and really, really healed my relationship with the Lord. You need to come to the Women's Retreat because you just never know what God is going to do. You might be in a season of anxiety or sadness or anger or busyness or apathy or joy, and He's gonna meet you where you're at. So you might come in having an expectation of what it might be, and He might do something completely different and unexpected, and you just have to show up. If you show up and you open yourself up to the Spirit and to your friends around you, your community that you've created around you, and open yourself up to the presence of God, you just never know what He's going to do, and it might change you completely.